Okay, so here's a video on how to remove the multifunction switch or a headlight switch on a Suzuki Samurai. So first we'll start off with unplugging the negative. Well, actually I didn't do that, but unplug the horn because it's going to be honking a lot. The horn cover is just held in by some clips. You just rip that right off. Literally just grab it and rip it right off. And then I use this steering wheel puller kit to pull the steering wheel off. And it does come with the correct size bolts you need to put down in there. You can see that you screw into the base of the steering wheel. Yeah, it's tight, so I can't really get it off with my fingers. But there's little screw holes you can see like straight down through, like up here. There are little holes, and you thread some bolts in there along with this thing, and then you spin the top part in enough for it to press off of the shaft here, and then you'll have the cover that you'll have to get off, and this gauge cluster. Gauge cluster is 4 Phillips head screws. There'll be 2 up here, and then there's gonna be 2 down here. Can't really get this one in picture, but so you're gonna loosen that, but you can't actually pull it off yet. You'll also have to take off that bottom plate down there. That's another 4 Phillips head screws. And it's going to be covering this whole area right here. And just undo that, take that out, and then you can see up here there is these 2 T40 bolts that are holding the shaft up. They're gonna be right where I'm shining my light on, right there. You see that empty hole where it used to be there, and then the one right next to it. Those ones will allow you to drop the steering shaft just a little bit, so you can then finally pull out the gauge cluster, pull it out just a little bit, and then get the 2 big connectors off. You'll need to get the other ones off unless you really want to take the dash or the cluster out, but otherwise you can just hold it up here with your hand. And then you'll have to take off the cover for the whole shroud here, and that's a whole bunch of Phillips head screws. They're just like facing upwards. That's really easy. And then once you get the bottom half of the cover off, the top part, you have to pull this down as hard as you can while this is out of the way, and then it's gonna be a bitch to get this top part off. You gotta like pull it back, and it feels like it's gonna break. I hope it don't. It didn't break for me. Basically, you gotta hold this up with your right arm while you're like pulling down with your left hand, and you pull upwards at an angle to slip this out. It's terrible. And then there's 4 screws that are holding this on. I already took out the 2 bottom ones, and there's 2 on the top. Here and here. Take these out, and then it should just slip right back out, and installation is the reverse order. I recommend testing the switch at these connectors down here. Like take your new one and plug it in and make sure that it works in general, so you're not putting a bad switch in. Just pro tip there, but basically that's how you remove a, I guess, cluster and the multifunction switch and the steering wheel. It's a whole big thing, but now you know.